This is what I made as a personal chef in Beverly Hills. My clients are having their family over for dinner tonight, and the menu is caviar pie to start, barbecue ribs, and for dessert, their favorite, Pavlova. I know, they always have Pavlova, but it's their grandson's favorite dessert, so we always have it when they come by. By the way, there will be 11 guests tonight. The ribs were going to take the longest, so that was the first thing I prepped. I only really remove the membranes if they have a thick one. If it's a really thin one that just shreds when I try to remove it, I'll usually just leave it alone. Then I just heavily season the ribs with this rib rub that my client ordered. Honestly, the stuff is pretty good. It's got brown sugar, salt, pepper, smoked paprika, garlic powder, and onion powder. I liberally spread it all over the ribs, and this time I took some notes from you guys in the comments. Wrap in parchment paper before wrapping in foil to prevent the aluminum from leaching into the food, and a few knobs of butter before completely wrapping them. And then into the oven at 250 degrees Fahrenheit for 3 to 4 hours, until they're borderline falling apart. My clients prefer them meltingly soft. As some of you guys know, their secret family recipe for their baked beans specifically requires bushes. This was actually one of the first family recipes that they taught me. Ketchup, yellow mustard, brown sugar, and a little bit of apple cider vinegar. For the cornbread, I usually just use the recipe from Chef Steps. It's honestly so good. I melt down the butter, throw in a bunch of corn, cook until the butter is browned and the corn is slightly caramelized. Blend until smooth because no one likes kernels of corn in their cornbread. Then blend in the milk, cream, and eggs. Sift and combine all the dry ingredients, cornmeal, sugar, baking powder, and AP flour before adding in the wet ingredients and folding together. I did receive a new cornbread recipe from a fellow chef friend, so I'll probably try out that one next time. They asked for a potato salad, so I boiled these russet potatoes whole so that they absorb a lot less water, peeled them with a knife, cubed them up, and tossed them in the dressing, which had mayo, fresh dill, chives, chopped sweet pickles, vinegar, Dijon mustard, and whole grain mustard. Slightly sweet, tangy, creamy, and herby. I love potato salad. I buttered and floured some muffin tins to prevent the cornbread from sticking, scooped the batter, and baked it until golden brown. And I had to taste one, of course. After about 3 hours, I pulled the ribs out of the oven and let them cool. Since they are at the brink of falling apart, I did have to chill them before cutting because otherwise I'd be left with pulled pork. And the return of the infamous caviar pie. I wanted to clarify something about it. Some people thought it was like a sweet pie or had a crust on the bottom, but it is neither sweet nor does it have a crust on the bottom. They call it caviar pie, but it's more of a fancy 5-layer dip situation with all the tasty things that go well with caviar. With the ribs cool enough to cut, I portioned them into 4 boners and slathered them with their favorite barbecue sauce and into the oven at a very high heat to caramelize the barbecue sauce. Then I finished the dessert before the guests arrived so I wouldn't be rushing later on. Baked meringue layer on the bottom, freshly whipped, gently sweetened vanilla cream, tons of farmer's market berries, second layer of baked meringue, more whipped cream, and a lot more berries. How can you hate it? There's a reason why they always request it. It's delicious. Their guests have arrived, so I slice the caviar pie, throw them on the plates with Cars crackers, and off they go. While they snack on their caviar pie, I start plating their mains. Hot plates, I put the potato salad and ramekin along with the baked beans, the cornbread, honey butter, lots of ribs, and it's time to serve. I add the final touches on the pavlova, cut them all nice thick pieces, and that's dinner. Time to clean and go home. Thank God it's Friday.